Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bad Fanfiction Night. I am your host, Ryan McNeil, and joining me, as always, is the wonderful Twilight Guardian.
I'm back, bitches.
She's on a new laptop.
Yeah,
better than ever.
yeah.
Thank you, Random Fandom, for your super chat.
Cool.
I cast 9 evil residents lamenting. Yeah, fuck you. I can't wait for tomorrow. I might even go to bed super early to try and get up early and stream even longer than I could.
Dang, man. Yeah, like Celtic, I'm just gonna say it. Like the sound effects are really nice. The gameplay.
I will strangle you. I will find a way to strangle the concept of a book.
Man, the lore, the things that they're talking about is fantastic.
Smother him with a pillow.
All right,
especially.
I will James Sunderland you anyway. Epic Master, a member for 11 months. Oh, you've almost ranked up. I'm pretty sure the next milestone is 12 months. Days grow short, hazy. Oh no, dayless, not you.
Oh no.
But yes, hi Team Jacked in chat. Well, it's not all of Team Jacked today. It's just two of us. But you know, that's good to see you. Thank you. Kaiser is not cool enough to join us. Oh, you know, he just needs to sleep.
Sometimes he joins us.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Robot supremacy.
Omitted Brow, a member for 8 months. Yo to you back. So yeah, in our last foray into Shadow of the Conqueror. I'm trying to remember. Basically, was it just the chapter where Auric got like Dalen wasn't in that chapter? It was the previous chapter that he ran into the fort, or was that also last chapter where he?
I was not here.
Okay. If I may. So Dalen comes into like I don't know the fort, and then leaves, and then Auric shows up.
Then Auric shows up and he's like,
It's
like, oh my god, Dalen is Dayless, and everyone's like, what? and then because she is a mature 50-year-old woman who has become a knight, I have to keep emphasizing this. She has become a goddamned paladin. She breaks down in a panic attack. Like it's, and then she has to be told, "You are a knight," over and over again by Cuseg. Because she is so infantilized by this narrative. It is so frustrating how they treat her. And it's... God, Lyra... You know, I don't even know if she doesn't deserve it. I don't care anymore. I don't like any of these people.
Hey, Celtic, don't worry. It'll get worse this chapter.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
There are 6 more chapters left. We're almost to the final 5.
Wasn't there a line?
Oh.
Wasn't there a line that I know nothing said would make us laugh or something like that last time?
Oh yeah, there is.
Okay.
It's gonna be funny.
Well, no more tempting
gosh.
spoilers.
Oh no.
We have 6 pages. Oh, sorry, 12 pages to read, and we'll cut off at the 6 page mark where I'll flip over to Twy and she'll read. So, we'll
What chapter are we on?
Chapter 44.
Chapter 44. Okay.
Yep.
I have to do everything over again because new computer, new everything.
Yep. All right. Well, let's just dive right into it because why put off the pain? You know, rip the Band-Aid off. Chapter 44. I was merciless in my tactics, yet even the most brilliant tactician can't win against overwhelming numbers and an order of knights wielding superhuman powers. At one point, I even sent an annihilator to destroy the knight's archhold, which it was more than capable of achieving. For some reason, however, the ship never reached it. After months of fighting, I was forced to recall what remained of my armies to hide on itself where I would make my last stand.
Cope and see the bitch.
Maybe the Annihilator crew went on the way over to destroy like the super good guy knights or whatever. Was like,
Maybe.
hey, are we the bad guys? Oh, shit,
Yeah,
we are.
possibly. No, we already learned that people are
these?
absolutely certain when they have their whatever bullshit. Also, I forgot to remind everyone, we do love your comments and quips and jibes and such, and you guys were just fine just a minute ago. I just remembered. We love all that in your commentary and little bits of conversation, but we can't go on too long. We like to keep a nice clip pace. So try and keep in mind that I, Twy, and to a limited extent, I Know Nothing, are priority speakers. So if we're talking, you guys quiet down. And then on top of that, if you guys can sense that the conversation has died or is basically on its way to dying, do not add on to it. I know that's a very tricky metric to track, but trust me, you'll get good at it if you pay attention. Anyway.
Yep.
Dalen stood at the helm of the battleship, gazing out to the horizon with 4 bonds stacked to his sight, periodically switching one bond to his light sense, which increased its range significantly, just to feel out if anyone might be approaching. It was like Dalen could see everything and focus in on detail far in the distance. He has binoculars. He wondered what the Seer Lem could see with a level 6 sight bond. It must be incredible. Still, neither he nor Lem noticed a single island move, except for the one bearing down on them. Dalen switched one bond to his light senses and noticed 3 lights on their way towards him. Gee, I wonder who that could be, Dalen thought sarcastically. He shrugged, and the audience laughed. Dalen turned to one of the crewmen of the battleship. I lost my skimmer recently, and while I'm on board, I'd like to have another one. But aren't you an Archknight? The crewman said, which caused the Archknight speaker who was with them to turn his head with a disapproving look. You jumped on the ship like you could fly. Why do you need a skimmer? Just give me one. Sure, take mine. I'll get another from the quartermaster. And thus continues Dalen just taking shit from people. I really hate this rule. It's such a dumb fucking thing, because it's like, oh, literally, because you're impersonating an officer and now you've been given rank as it, you can just have whatever you want supply-wise. You're never going to have to worry about starving to death.
Like what Ravenwood posted.
Dalen took the skimmer and walked away from the helm. The skimmer's steel sphere, which encased the small sunstone drivers and darkstone core, was split into 2 halves, which were threaded together. Dalen unscrewed the top half and put it in his belt pouch. Out of necessity, is he opening the fucking demon core? Out of the necessity, the lid held the top driver, but the 5 other drivers sat in the bottom half. The darkstone core was now exposed, but still had uniform light on all sides. My brain. Dalen hooked the skimmer to his belt. Without the lid, the skimmer wouldn't work, of course, but that wasn't why he asked for it. Dalen took out all the sunstone beads he had in his pouch and tucked 4 under his glove and the rest under his shirt, ready for use. He turned to face Lyra, Cusack, and Arik as they landed on the deck of the ship. Power Rangers, assemble! Do like the poses. Arik looked much the same as he had before, the Teresian was staring at him curiously, but Lyra, Dalen couldn't express the hate he saw in her eyes. She knew. She's with Arik. No shit. Why is that? Like, you're saying that like you just now realized it. Like, the 3 approaching you wouldn't give that away. There, Archon Lem called out. Hammond Day Island is moving. Hamster Island is moving. So the island was not from the floating isles. Now, under the light, how under the light had the Daunists managed to mine their way into Hamster Day's core without anyone noticing? And with Hamster Day being so close, it would get here much sooner than he had feared. It's almost as if we missed the island overhead bearing down on us.
Hamster Day.
The battleship.
I swear to God, the joke is like so close to being canon.
It really is. It's like, because they mentioned it. I'm pretty sure they mentioned it earlier that it was there. Like, they could see it. I don't understand. The battleship jerked into motion, flying to join those ships with the Knights. Don't say jerked, Shad. The speaker was whispering something and then said loudly, "The Arcalion has been alerted. We'll meet them in flight." So with voice, a knight can whisper messages to another person, Dalen thought. Good to know. Dalen! I'm sorry? 3 people who are staring fucking daggers at you and know who you are, one of which just tried to kill you not 10 minutes ago, are right fucking there. This is not important right now.
Priorities, man. Priorities.
Yugox.
But also, yes, with a voice you can whisper messages to another person.
Well, it's because he's using magic to send it like message in D&D, where it's a very quiet whisper, except for the person you're pointing at. Basically, just stealing more D&D stuff. Yugok says, "Have y'all seen Chainsaw Man? I want a whole team Jack to do to Dalen what Aki and Denji did to the Katana Man after they beat him." I wish I got that reference, but I'm not really interested in Chainsaw Man.
The long and short of it is that they tie him up and say, "Hey, do you want to get your revenge on this guy?" And they literally just spend an afternoon kicking this guy when he's literally down, and it's their like first big
In the
bot
balls.
In the balls.
Nice.
movement. They just kick him.
Off to the wall.
It's Savinsky says, "Here comes the antagonist to distract the protagonist from his goals." Yes. Dalen looked back to Arik and the others, sighing. "We don't have time for this." I'll stay, Cusick said to Lyra. "I know why you cannot. We will stop the island. You go and stop him." Lyra nodded once, slowly. Cusick walked to Lem and the speaker, who were looking very confused at what was happening. You would think that if the light wanted me dead, it wouldn't have renewed my life, Dalen said. I hid it for that. Arik
Oh,
sneered.
shut the fuck up.
Your delusion is amazing. Yes. I'm not the one who's deluded, Arik. You and I are not so different.
God, I wished.
Oh my god, he's actually pulling the you and I.
No.
aren't so
I
different.
added that because this is just stereotypical villain speech. Dalen urged. You don't want to put me on trial, you want to kill me. This isn't about justice, it's about your own selfish feelings. Who cares that everyone else I've wronged, who've also had loved ones die at my hands, don't get any satisfaction so long as you do.
Yeah, we're going there. Enjoy.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
fun.
Dalen?
I am just-
Dalen,
I am
The
just-
difference-
if I
the
met
difference is-
Hitler in the streets and I knew without a shadow of the doubt that it was Hitler who had escaped to like Argentina or something and had basically completely escaped consequence, I would feel absolutely no shame in killing him on the spot and I would stand trial and get off. Like, it doesn't matter. Everyone already thinks that he's dead, so they've given up more than likely on any kind of sense of revenge. At this point, it's him eliminating from the world a potential uprising threat who very clearly has an incredible amount of power, more than he did before.
Can I?
But
No,
no,
it's,
Raymond, we gotta have the moment where the protagonist tells the righteous the righteous people who are angry that they are wrong and they are stupid for being emotional about the fact that he is a dictator who has killed thousands, if not millions, of people.
Can I just point out also, this is a man who has gleefully used the they would have gotten the death penalty anyways excuse to kill so many people?
Absolutely.
Another
This
thing.
is a redemption story, right?
Dog, you do not get
Presumably.
you do not get the luxury.
Sorry. This is a revenge
The,
story. Allegedly. Sorry, a redemption story allegedly.
Yes,
The
I
easy
know.
I was gonna say the easy comparison is if someone shot the Joker in DC, they get a pat in the back and a fucking medal.
Yeah, the only one that would be like angry at them is Batman, but he'd be like, "Look, I understand, but I really don't like that you did that."
Makes me wonder why DC doesn't just do that already.
They've done it plenty of
want
times,
money.
but
Yeah.
he's a cryptid.
I was gonna say, like, we have a whole AU where Superman just punches a hole through the Joker's chest. So
We do not
So
talk about
there's-
injustice.
it exists.
From what I've heard, there is an entire thing where it's like the Joker is one of the things that makes the universe able to exist.
He's like a linchpin.
No,
He
yeah.
is, yes.
Shad
There's a
is a
whole
big
thing
fan
about
of
it.
the
no.
Injustice
He is the
comics.
canon event.
Oh, fuck off! I had
I was
more
gonna say,
reasons to
like,
hate this guy.
I don't mind, like, so long as they're a side story, I don't really care about the Injustice. Like, it's a fine. Oh no!
Oh my
Look, if Jeremy Clarkson was Gillis the Conqueror, he would be a monster, but he'd be funny.
Yeah, this is a strict improvement upon Dalen. Be like, yes, I ran that lady over with my car. What about it? I have to fix the dent.
God, I'd watch that.
I
That's
would
awful.
too. Can we just
That just
get a
sounds like
version of
default.
Shadow? Where's Zero when we need him? I want him to write a version of like a word for word retelling of Shad's version of Shadow the Conqueror, but it's just Jeremy Clarkson as Dale.
Oh, and he has Hammond and James as a.
Yes,
wild,
absolutely.
Wild
Yes,
shit
I
edits.
I killed those orphans and they bloodied my blade. Honestly.
Sorry to ask, who's Jeremy Clarkson? I'm uncultured.
He's the guy from Top Gear. He's like the British guy who has like the most I don't give a shit energy on the planet.
It's an
What's Top Gear?
understatement.
It's a show where they review cars.
Caution.
Yeah, it's a British show about reviewing cars. I've watched an episode or two. It's fun. I just know him through all the memes mostly. It's great.
Yeah.
It's my dad's
The
third.
show is basically a meme.
He's like the antithesis version of the guy from Pawn Stars. It's like they're
Oh,
like
Rick Harrison?
they're like weird mirror versions of each other, I would say.
I'd love to see a
What's
crossover.
Pawn Stars?
It's a
Okay,
show
we don't
where they
have
run a
time
pawn
to
shop.
inform you of common TV shows. But
Sorry, I live under a rock.
oh, don't worry, rocks
You
are
can
nice.
ask later.
But yes, here we go. Oh god, where was I? So voice. Let's see. Were they? I think they were leaving Lyra to fight Dalen, even though that's probably an awful fucking decision, given what happened with her. Okay, I just don't want
Nah,
the,
you'll be fine.
Shush,
no,
guys.
Lyra said, her clear and emotion. Oh, sorry. No, Lyra said, her clear and emotionless voice, a stark contrast to Arik's. Will kill you in the name of all your victims! Exclamation point. You are a monster, Dalus the Conqueror, and I kill monsters! Exclamation
Damn.
point.
When Gal Gadot get into this production?
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot, yeah.
Can
I no,
just
no,
say-
no. Sorry. Okay, I will correct myself. No, Lyra said, her clear and emotionless voice, a stark contrast to Arik's. We'll kill you in the name of all of your victims. You are a monster, Dalus the Conqueror, and I kill monsters.
See, now that just sounds like Tommy Wiseau.
No, there's actually not. That's not that much different from Gal Gadot.
Really isn't.
I will say she is better, but that's a measure. That's a fine measurement.
Now do Christopher Walken.
Dalus, no.
Okay, I'll do that for Lem. What? Lem exclaimed in shock as he stood at the helm watching. Dalus, the Conqueror. Lyra advanced slowly, summoning her yellow sun-forged war sword. She pulled back and swung her sword, not even bothering to try and mask it. Why was she making her movement so obvious? Dalen casually raised his gauntlet to block with a confused face, and the moment the sword connected, he realized his terrible mistake. Her strength. She was relying on his own arrogance and her diminutive stature to throw him off. The sword hit the gauntlet with so much force that Dalen's arm snapped. By that time, Dalen had switched all bonds to fortitude and mass, but it was too late. Sunday had already passed. He could no longer get the Eucharist.
What?
I know that's a mass.
Catholic
I'm
joke.
making a Catholic joke. Not to mention, I do believe if Dalen went into a fucking church, he'd explode. You got
too quick.
Like it's like even if atheists were right and he walked in, he'd explode. Like that's just how powerfully bad he
smite
is.
him.
I need art of that.
The absence of God
No.
fills itself to become God just to smite him.
No,
Oh
Celtic.
my
It's that I absolve you of your sins, but it's like a kamehameha.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
You
yeah,
are forgiven and also atomized.
Ugox.
Forgiveness beam.
From this book's writing, I don't trust Shad's understanding of DC's injustice. Oh, absolutely. We just keep doing the I am meme. That's great.
I am a knight. I am a knight.
I'm a knight.
Oh,
I am a
Iris?
knight.
Iris hair is green.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, she's on the cover.
The gauntlet
Yeah, I
hit
was
the
gonna
side
say.
of his body, the sword behind it, knocking him off the ship to flail through the air in a 30-meter arc. That's very specific. Arik was. It's like you got to be careful when you add specific details because it can really disrupt the flow in your writing. Like here, it's a very in the immediacy type moment. In fact, this is one of those situations where you may want to switch over to present tense. You got to be careful about that. But like, it's like, oh, you want things to feel immediate and snappy. Oh, he's flying through the air. And
Yeah,
like,
have
and like, but if you say a 30-meter arc, it's like, well, now I'm imagining someone like fucking pulling out a measuring tape and trying to figure out like how wide this distance is. Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
What do you think Cusack is doing?
Then they realize it's an American tape.
Yeah, taking their
Oh.
sweet time. No, have him get hit. Have him get hit. And then he's like falling for a little bit, and then he says, "Oh, she hit me 30 meters away."
no,
Bada
you
bing,
gotta,
bada
you
boom.
gotta be so
No.
fucking careful with that. Like, you gotta have a very specific type of character or a very specific set of circumstances. If you start doing that, it's going to be just like a hard stop to how the reader is working. Teddy Bear Paladin, fascinating fight scene in progress. Yes, I love how much work we get out of that.
Yes.
Arik was flying right atop him, not having wasted a moment, creating 4 swords which shot at Dalen without mercy, trying to to be fair, Dalen is kind of like Ganon. Or I guess Vati. No, he's like Vati. He's not even cool enough to be Ganon.
Do not put
Wait.
him on the same level as Vati.
Wait a minute. She summoned swords?
No, Arik summons swords. Arik can summon hard
he
light
summons
objects.
swords.
Yeah.
He summoned swords?
To be fair, she can summon swords too. Like, or she summons her sword. Like, to be fair, they can just do whatever the fuck they want when Shad wants them to. Like, let's not be joking about that. He says they have skill sets, but it's whatever he wants them to do.
Random bullshit go.
Yeah. Each sword impaled him. Gritting his teeth and falling through the sky, Dalen unhooked the skimmer at his belt. He looked at Arik, whose eyes widened as he saw what Dalen was doing. "I'm sorry," Dalen whispered, and then he touched the open darkstone core of the skimmer to one of the swords sticking through his chest. It exploded, and Arik screamed in agony. And as Dalen suspected, the swords were linked to him. Okay. Shad, I want you to understand how you just described this. It exploded. This is a sword that is currently impaling Dalen.
Oh!
Like,
Oh my
I don't
God.
care if this
Wait,
is like he
what?
actually does analyze what is going on afterwards, because yeah, the immediacy should be, holy fuck, I just got exploded from the inside out. That is the appropriate reaction.
There should not be a
Wait, is-
torso left at this point then.
Wait a minute. He survives this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course
This
he
is gonna be
does.
super
I hate
easy.
people-
The chapter's still going.
It's Dalen. He survives everything.
Okay,
hate
please
Super
tell me
special,
that.
awesome
I hate them.
protagonist.
I
After
need you to
all.
understand, this man literally survived exploding himself and then also blowing up his brain so he's brain dead. He survived that.
I
Okay,
forgot
yeah,
that.
He exploded his brain with magic, and it forced him to come back to life.
What?
This book gives pain.
This book is nonsense. There are no
Yeah.
stakes. Dalen is the unkillable. Anyway,
Why are we reading this then?
Bro, why is he
because
even, like-
it's funny.
Why is he even like swinging
They-
or like making
Dalen,
moves? He has
no.
God mode on.
Thank you, Snowy.
Oh, Dalen.
No, you
come
need
back.
Snowy. You need to make a minor edit. It needs to be Day-Len.
Ah, I
Like,
see.
hello.
My errors is great. I will fix this.
Izanagi says, "Oh God, I thought, as I had thought, is the alpha pin the fact that Darkstone interacts with Lightbringer's powers and Darkstone is abundant, so the entire world is not sensible?"
Isa, I'm gonna say this once. How dare you think so little of the alpha pin?
Oh Christ!
Yeah.
Are we still not
Because I'm
there?
pretty sure we've commented on that multiple times back when he had
Yeah,
like
we
the
have.
Darkstone dagger
And now
stabbing
it's
into Arik.
pushed back another chapter.
Yeah, now it's
So-
pushed back. I'm sorry, we're in book 5 now with how far back the alpha pin goes.
Omega Rob, I'll give you something to cry about. I can't
We're
enter the
never gonna-
tundra.
We're in the film adaptation. We're in the film adaptation now.
Nah, that got canceled.
That's a. Oh.
Did
I thought
he
he-
give the money
I thought he
back
did
to his
that.
backers, or did he just keep it all?
Nope.
Ha!
I mean, all I know
Typical.
about that is that 43 of the 40. Wait, no, it was
Yeah.
only
Anyway,
2 people were left on the project.
Stop.
let's see. Gritting his teeth from this guy exploded. Shattered Sunfort shards flayed Dalen, but with each bond already healing him, he recovered quickly. Like I said, invincible. His arm had healed too, and Dalen pulled the other swords from his chest so he could fully recover. He grabbed the skimmer lid from his pouch and quickly twisted it back on so it would function again, using it to pull him sideways to the falling Arik. "Please be alive," he pleaded as he grabbed the bringer and locked the skimmer in place just before they hit the ground. With enhanced strength, Dalen's arms resisted the mighty jerk from the sudden stop. He unlocked the skimmer and dropped it to the ground. Izanagi, "Oh God, that's not the alpha pin. Dang, but still, this is an awful world building point. Like, why would you make such a self-defeating world?" There are ways to do
We've asked
things
this.
like that, but like Shad is just bad at it.
What is he not bad at?
Making a fool
Being
of
a
himself.
misogynistic piece of crap.
That is true. He is very good at making a fool of himself.
Now, the better question: what is he not bad at when he's trying? Is the better question.
Yes.
He's definitely good at needless description.
Trimming his beard? He's better than that than me.
Unemotional prose.
He's not trying to do any of those things, guys. He thinks he's a good
Ego.
writer.
You have to try to shave.
They had landed in the courtyard of some rich person's manor house. Dalen laid Arik, naturally by the end of this, he'll own the manor house. Dalen laid Arik down to find him unconscious and breathing raggedly. Breaking a link never killed a person instantly, but it was akin to being stabbed in the chest. Like you were? Like you were? A blow that would either kill them in a few minutes or they would wallow in agony or for a fall or so to eventually recover. For a fall? You don't just walk off a fucking stab wound to the fucking heart, man.
Hey, remember when
a flesh
Shad
wound,
said that
fine.
breaking a linked sword like pretty much killed the person that it was linked to?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
didn't we already have an example of that not happening?
Yes, I just wanted to.
Yeah,
everyone
because
to
he
recognize
mentioned that you
anyway.
could survive it, but it was so rare for people to survive it. So, yeah.
It
If
was
I was
prominent
writing
enough that his son had used it in order to blackmail all of the people that worked under him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memory.
Do we call this Chekhov's bullshit?
That's the entire book. Where was I? Okay. Dalen gently shook the bringer. Come on, Arik, heal yourself. Arik, you fucking heal him. You have magic. Arik groaned, light softly glowing around him. He was healing. Thank the light. It must be a subconscious reflex, like Dalen's own healing ability. A thud sounded nearby. Yugok says, if you want an amazing story with an unkillable lead, watch and read Undead X Unlock. Yeah, that's actually a really fun concept. I've heard of that, and I'm interested. I also think that the main character dynamics are really cute. Let's see. Dalen looked to see Lyra standing on the other side of the courtyard. He jumped away. She followed him, of course, but Dalen could move faster, being able to stack his bonds, and because, of course, he was a man. Dalen raced and leapt through the city, easily putting several kilometers between the two of them before finally stopping in a deserted street. Most of the lower city had been evacuated by now. It's been like 30 minutes! How? Fucking Japan isn't as thorough. What the fuck? Though the upper islands were a much different story. Wait,
Let's
I'm
fight
sorry.
somewhere empty.
Wait, also, the upper islands that probably won't get hit by the giant island that's bearing down on us. Like, I know it's like a cobbled together nature of like different islands, but there is a central island that is probably the main target, right? Like, okay, the way that they're treating this isn't realizing that an island crashing into another body at a significant speed is a world-ending cataclysm. So there's no acknowledgement of that. There's the presumption that it's just going to destroy the city. So if that is the case, if it's just going to be like someone dropping a Moab on the city, how much damage is going to be done to the surrounding islands? Like, I don't think as much. It's weird. It's really weird.
You'd be surprised what shockwaves can do to people.
True, I guess.
I honestly forgot there was an island falling.
Oh, you mean the island that's bearing down on us right now? Yeah.
That island?
I mean, everyone else did, so.
Yeah, to be fair, the
Take a
book
shot.
did. Hey, Coat, do you know what made Shad and his brother fall out? It was a D&D game. What?
That's sad.
Wait. Was it that D&D game?
Wait. Yeah. Was it?
No. No. Okay, so specifically, they were doing a D&D game at a con, and then the subject of artistry came up.
Oh, that
And
one.
Shad got really prickly about being compared to his brother and the idea that he wasn't as professional or as skillful of an artist as his brother is.
That was years ago.
That was years
Wow.
ago.
That was years ago,
video.
but it was the start.
I didn't
There's a
realize
longer
that.
video that explains the whole thing.
I've seen that clip, and it was the most awkward fucking clip on the planet. You could tell that everyone else
really
was
was.
uncomfortable. I really wish someone had just gotten up the nerve to be like, Shad, you're being fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up and accept your lot in life.
I know I would have.
Because, like, honestly, if someone had just shut him down then, either he leaves the table in a huff and it all, like, you basically cut out the bite in that moment, or you do what happens there and let it simmer, and it just becomes a bitter thing between people. Like, it's one of those circumstances where it's really just better to bite the bullet and tell someone they're being dumb instead of letting it just fester. But I didn't realize that was it. I didn't realize that's what kicked it off. Oh my god.
Oh, that's technically it's a symptom of like a larger, much older problem.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I just didn't I figured that was a part of it, not like anywhere near catalyzing. So it's the way what we kind of look at it that I'm more, come on, do something. From the YouTube stream at the beginning. Oh, nice. Anyway, Lyra showed up and she's probably gonna cower because she's a girl. Dalen walked to lean on a building and catch his breath. He could use his powers for another 10 minutes, maybe, but if he rested for a moment, he could get more out of them. And then he could find a skyship and help stop that island. Only a few minutes later, a thud sounded to his right. I can track you, remember? Lyra said coldly. No matter where you go, I'll follow, and eventually you'll reach your limit and lose your powers completely. Where is the stone? She was right. If Dalen kept running, he would just waste the remaining power he had. You can't escape, she said with sword in hand, walking towards him. Light burst from her whole body to materialize a full suit of sun-forged plate armor, with helm and everything else already fixed in place. Okay, remember what I said about measurements being something that takes you out? This is the inverse of that. With helm and everything else, presuming we understand what everything else means, like, the way he says that, it's so vague and dismissive. It sounds like, and a lot of stuff, which is incredibly informal compared to the other prose. It's a balancing act between details and the like, and there's a way to say this, like with helm and all the accoutrements that came with it already affixed, which, like, that sounds more professional, it sounds more clean, it sounds like he knows what he's talking about, but he just doesn't want to get into details. This just sounds like someone's looking at a suit of armor and like, oh yeah, the helm and everything else. It's like
the helm and shit.
The helm and shit. Yeah, it's like it's one step away from the helm and shit.
Yeah.
It's like that's also that is horrifically fucking dangerous to have sun-forged plate armor. Like, remember how we talked about, like, just a few seconds ago, how Darkstone can just kill a person if it touches a sun-forged object, and you made armor out of it? When, like, the world is filled, like, if you just had someone break a Darkstone object in the middle of a fight and you stepped on it, you're dead. You're just fucking dead. It's so impractical when you learn that this thing has an Achilles heel to a very, very common substance in the world. It'd be like if I had super duper armor, but it was allergic to fucking glass.
So it's like the Alan Scott Green Lantern and wood.
Okay, so major upside, you'll probably explode and take out all your opponents with you.
And maybe a bunch of innocent people, too.
That's what the armor's for. Protects the people from the inside. The goal is to explode.
Anyway.
Yes. What? Just how many Sonicals can an Archnut store within themselves? Giggity. Being sunforged, the armor glowed faintly and was only slightly translucent like thick glass or diamond. Lyra was naked underneath. No, I'm kidding. Lyra's armor having a deep pink tint to it because she's a girl. Her face was shallow underneath, but the banner of her white mantle swayed outside the armor. Dalen had seen Archknights wear such armor before. Light, he had had a suit of his own in the past, but that was only when they weren't fighting the Shade. And even then, such armor held the same fatal weakness, as all Sonicals did. Touch it with Darkstone and it would shatter, potentially killing the one linked to it. Yeah! It sounds like it's a terribly bad idea! Still apart from that sun-forged armor was practically indestructible. It weighed so little that it was like you weren't wearing it at all. I mean, like you were wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
And it enhanced the physical abilities of the person wearing it, making them twice as strong and as fast as they were naturally. It was also the supernatural enhancements the armor bestowed from the sun-forging process. Would that stack with light binding? Dalen asked himself. If the armor made one twice as strong, would the first bond double that? If it did, Lyra was going to be ridiculously strong. Not the time! Like, you know, there's probably a way to phrase that as like, if she stacked her bonds, oh Christ, I might be in trouble. Like very quick, but this is like, how much time are you fucking taking when you're thinking that? Like, a gauging scene not found.
Damn.
Oh. Here, I saved you the pink one. Don't drag her into this. She's so cute.
I get a lot of
girl.
mileage out of these two. Out of two.
Babe, stay asleep. You're still doing. Oh my Christ! That one is not making the thumbnail. I'm sorry to say.
I want you guys to know that I have approved of a meme that Snowy has made, and I am just waiting to unleash it.
Yeah, it's in the back.
I mean, in that image, Dalen's waiting to unleash something himself. Anyway,
why is this one in particular not going? Oh.
Well, because that one implies. You know what? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe there are some things you just kind of eyeball, and you're like, yeah, that's probably not YouTube safe. He sighed. Here we go. There was no other choice. He would have to fight. Dalen held his sword up and walked away from the building to get some room to move. Lyra attacked, and this time Dalen was sure not to let the blows connect. With his enhanced speed and reflexes, he dodged each of her sword swings and struck back when the openings presented themselves. A few of his hits landed. Lyra was very skilled, of course, but Dalen was a grand high master, moving at 4 times her speed. The problem was that Imperius couldn't get through that blackened Sunforge armor. You have a Darkstone dagger, don't you? Did they break that? I can't remember. Doesn't
We
he
lost
still
it
have
in the
that?
fight.
Oh, you have Darkstone on your belt that you used just a few seconds ago.
You have
the
dark
skipper.
stone on the ground. It's like right there.
I mean, hell, they broke it. I mean, there should be like shards still inside the buckler, right? Or still inside the gauntlet. Like you just
One would
dig
assume.
in there
Might
and
not
get
be
like
able to reach
a
out, maybe?
speck of it out and just toss it at her. Ugox. Oh yeah, the shade. I forgot about those since they did absolutely nothing since they got introduced. Oh, they've done less than that. Like they got introduced,
shown up
did nothing,
exactly
showed up
once.
briefly, got bodied, and then haven't shown up since. It's like worse. They just proved themselves fucking ineffectual despite them being a goddamn hive mind. When Halo 3's flood behavior makes more sense than the shade, you're doing something wrong. Sorry. When Halo 3's flood behavior makes more sense than your main enemy creature faction hive mind, you're doing something wrong.
At least the flood is the corpse of dead gods.
Halo 3
What?
has writing problems. Anyway.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Boring description for a guy that takes pride in his ability to describe fighting. Lyra was very skilled, of course, but Dalen was a grand high master moving at 4 times her speed. The problem was that Imperius couldn't get through that blackened Sunforged armor. As he fought and dodged, moving like the wind, he knew he had only one way to get through that armor. He spun around in attack and grabbed his skimmer from his belt. Not having time to unscrew the lid, he sliced it in half with his sword, Imperius making the sound of shattering glass as it cut through the Darkstone core. 788. Dalen didn't hesitate, and as soon as the skimmer was cut, he punched it into Lyra's armor. Was this the count of how many people he killed? Was that right?
I think it's the amount of times that Imperius has been triggered.
It's the amount of shade he's killed. He counts every shade he kills.
It's just a random number.
Wait, why is he bringing this up again? Did I miss
So
something?
he's been counting it before. It's each time Imperius would have shattered when going against Darkstone.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh.
Oh.
That's what
It's
said.
him basically bragging about the greatness of his super Excalibur.
Right.
He's keeping track because it has a limit and it will eventually break.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the
There's a limit, guys.
Is it
No
like
one knows.
Is it like 1,000? Is that going to be it?
I'm not spoiling
Somehow
shit.
it's like this magical item just has a nice round number to it.
Did they explain this limit before?
It is
I don't remember they explained
Very
the limit.
briefly.
I know they explained that it couldn't be destroyed, and it might have
It was
had like
brief.
a limit, but he never explained what it meant.
It was a
Anyway,
Will it matter
throwaway
in the-
line.
Will it
Dalen
matter
didn't
in the
hesitate,
long run?
and as soon as the skimmer was cut in half, he punched it to Lyra's armor. Lyra reacted suddenly, and in a single burst of speed, she had dropped her sword and grabbed both of Dalen's arms before his attack landed. She had surged! Her sudden speed was only a little greater than Dalen's, and he could have dodged, but he hadn't been ready for it. Dalen struggled but couldn't move. Lyra's strength and weight were incredible. Dalen, you don't talk about a woman's weight. It was like her hands were made of steel, her body an immovable statue. "Who is weak now?" she hissed at him, then booted him in the chest. And that's where we'll have Twy pick up.
Okay.
Well, actually, before that, Ed Savinsky, the Shade are just sitting somewhere watching all this happen while eating popcorn. You know, I like to believe that's what's happening right now. It's like, we don't have to do jack shit. He's doing all the work for us.
You know, we are a crazy hive mind, but like entertainment.
Let the meatbags kill each other, then we'll third party them, all according to Keigaku.
Okay. Now let's let Twy get to it.
I can believe it.
It's even though Dalen
no,
was enhancing. Nope.
No, I went too far. Even though it was enhanced. Okay. Even though Dalen was enhancing his own mass and fortitude, his ribcage was crushed and his arms ripped cleanly from the rest of him, was kicked into a huge 50-meter arc. His whole existence was pain, and he healed what he could as he flailed through the air, switching his bonds to mass and fortitude before hitting the ground.
Welcome to the club, Dalen.
Dalen made a small crater in the street where he landed. Amazingly, he was still alive.
But he was doing the
Blood
Yamcha
was-
pose.
Yes.
Blood was pouring from his torn-off arm sockets.
Oh my
Dalen-
god!
Oh yeah, his arms get ripped off. He can't do the Yamcha pose.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
No. His arms are there, just unattached, but still in the Yamcha pose.
They need to grow back like Deadpool's, where they just like really tiny until they get back to...
That would be hilarious for a heel.
Yeah, fuck it. That's what's going on. You can't change my mind.
Also, this isn't the first time that Dalen has lost limbs. He'll just get them back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Dalen switched all bonds to healing, but it was going to take a while unless... He drew on the sunstones tucked under his shirt for a huge surge. In a flash of light, he was suddenly fully healed, his arms completely regrown through his chest, though his chest hurt, and he could still barely move. Oh, he healed faster than Yuji in JJK.
Oh, wow.
At least that took half an episode.
Wow.
Which one are you talking about in particular?
I think it was like episode 5.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
I'm just like looking at this and like, oh no, we're comparing JJK positively to something. This is really bad.
Weirdly enough, I can compare JJK
Oh,
positively
Jujutsu Kaisen?
because there's an entire internal system of like, hey, I'm fighting a RCT user, reverse curse technique user, who can heal themselves. How do I kill this person? Here's the list of ways you could instantly kill someone who can basically heal entire limbs in a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Go for the head.
Also,
is
yeah,
one of the
as much as I dislike JJK, I will still say that it's so much better than this.
Oh yeah, don't. It's
Agreed.
It's got problems. Though.
Also,
We suffered through 12 episodes of JJK now, by the way.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk bad about it before. I've never seen it, but I've only heard.
That's
good things.
because people haven't
It's
watched
awful.
Bleach.
People forgot Bleach existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JJK is we
Bleach
have
was on, like-
Bleach at home.
One season.
Wait, then how would they have washed their whites in the laundry?
Oh my god.
And
Bleach
just
is like on
that,
its
I wanna
5
leave.
millionth hiatus.
No, it's not on height.
I don't
hiatus.
think
It's being-
Bleach is like perfect by any means. I have a lot of problems with Bleach, but my god, I watched one episode of JJK and I'm like, this is just what Bleach did in the opening, which I already had problems with, and it did everything worse. I didn't know that was possible, but they actually improved my opinion of Bleach by proxy.
Also,
I watched
That's
the first
an,
season in college.
let me put it this way. So we're only halfway through the infamously bad Bount arc.
Ah, the Bount arc.
The Bount arc is better than JJK.
Oh my god, so much better than. I was gonna say, yeah, I would take that. It's wacky, like that's part of its charm. Is it's at least it's wacky. I found JJK boring.
I mean, at least we know that it's filler arc because Ichigo is happy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Is he?
God.
Is he
Compared
happy?
to everyone else, yes, actually.
I mean, I guess all the angst goes to Uryu, who just wants his Dami mommy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Which is better?
There is a
JJK or
really
JJK?
confused arc where he's like spending a lot of time with this like vampire woman who's like hundreds of years old, and she reminds him of his mother, but there's also this weird sexual tension on par with the Folgers
Oh,
commercial
I know what you're
we
talking
covered.
about.
It's really, and then he becomes super depressed when she died, and the whole theme around her is like in the last episode she's alive is like around maternity. The Bount arc is fucking weird, guys.
It's odd.
Wait,
Yeah,
there's
and-
vampires in Bleach?
Yeah, sort of.
Technically.
Sort of. Yeah.
Oh my god, Gundam.
Hitting these.
Anyway, yeah, just to say that JJK is really bad, but it's still better than Shadow of the Conqueror. That is our opinion.
Speaking of, Izanagi says, yeah,
Is Bleach
rewatching
on
JJK.
Netflix? I'm kind of interested now.
Izanagi says,
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Izanagi
Plus
says,
Hulu.
yeah,
Hulu.
JJK as well. Rewatching JJK as well, and man, it has aged poorly. Like, dear God, it feels cringy. Yes.
Titan, I haven't seen either of these, so I can't confirm.
Yeah. Which is better? My Hero Academia. Everyone will watch that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay, speaking of My Hero Academia.
No. We got to get on. Don't. You're
Yeah,
trying to
let's-
start another
let's-
conversation.
Okay. I lost my place.
Arm sockets.
Did I accidentally switch to the next page? Oh no, there it is. In a flashlight he was healed. Yeah. The surge was obviously close to the limit of what he could process. Good thing he hadn't sucked in all of the sunstones. He clawed his way out of the small crater to see Lyra already standing nearby watching him, sword in hand. "Do you have any idea what you did to me?" she said softly. Dalen nodded. "I do." "Really?" she said mockingly. "You know what it was like to have strangers come into my home and threaten to kill my family unless if I let you rape me again and again? To strip me naked and parade me around, to force me to participate in the most perverted acts until you grew bored, threw me out and moved on to another." Dalen's shame overwhelmed him, and he broke down crying, for it was true. Everything she had said was true.
Shut up.
No, not another pity party. Please. Not on this. Fuck.
Whoa.
That's all it took.
Pussy. What do you, sir? Sir, I'm talking to the live chat. Sir, are you okay? There's a guy like going off about like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Sir, that's
What?
What is that?
Oh my
you just
God.
hate
What?
Shadiversity because he's anti-AI. No, okay. It's a Shad. Okay, guys. It's a Shad fan. Let me explain this very calmly. We have gotten through 44 chapters of this book that Shad wrote, published, and put out there for everyone to read. This book is one of the worst things I have ever written. It sends incredibly confused, at best, moral messages that are, at worst, disgusting and horribly, horribly immoral. It is, quite frankly, one of the most poorly conceived stories of all time. And if at all this reflects Shad's personal beliefs, I have serious concerns. I do not have any evidence of that necessarily, at least not strictly. But if it does, then I have concerns. If it doesn't, then I would have in either case, I would have highly suggested to him that he redraft multiple times from multiple editors and multiple beta readers and get feedback from people who are actively antagonistic to him in many degrees, because that is where sometimes the best feedback comes from. Shad, we do not like him because he has come off as pretentious. He has come off as manipulative. He has come off as, we'll just say, a very rude and very disagreeable person ultimately. And I will say this, I used to be a fan of his. He has earned my ire through his behavior and now his own original works, as well as the fact that he effectively stole money from everyone that was trying to kickstart his film. I do not think he is a good person. I would still be willing to talk with him, maybe clear some things up. Maybe I'm wrong on some of these statements, and maybe I'm wrong on some of these assumptions. I'm willing to offer the olive branch. We do play up our antagonism of him, or should I say our mockery of him. We play it up. So are you pro AI? No, I am not pro AI.
No.
We actually had we covered Jaza's video on it, and we went into the nuances of AI. I am neither pro nor anti AI. I think AI has a place. It's a very complicated issue that
Although
we
I
have.
I have been reading that a lot of the benefits that we have been told that AI is useful for has turned out to not be as beneficial as was once claimed, especially in the medical field where doctors have been accidentally harming their patients because the AI has miscalculated where to put the instruments.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Also,
Okay, if you can send me that article or whatever, I'm actually seeing my the doctor and my family tomorrow for dinner, so I could actually talk to him about it because he has a lot to praise about it, and I would wonder what his opinions are.
And of the talk that we had for that, I actively work daily with different AI models for like cybersecurity and such, and I was probably the most pro AI in that particular discussion. And even then,
Yeah.
I had my limits.
It's a very nuanced issue, and while I'm generally against generative AI when it comes down to artistic means, I don't even necessarily hate it there. I think there is a very specific way that it can be used in a moral, upstanding, and effective way. But what we're seeing now in general is an over abuse of things that should not be used the way that they are being currently used. So, that is my stance on it. And effectively, Shad, I think the way that he treats AI is incredibly immature, and I think it's actively harmful. So that is my full stance on Shadiversity at current. I don't want to not like Shad, but he makes it very difficult to like him. And I'm willing to have a conversation with him. It's just I don't know if he'd be willing to have a conversation with me.
As for my stance on AI, I am generally against it for anything significant other than something that a human wouldn't realistically be able to accomplish on their own, or to use it effectively as a toy in the same way that as a legal gray area for creativity, in the same way that fan fiction is a legal gray area.
Yeah.
To quote a friend of mine about it, AI comes off as you get to, it does the dishes and you get to focus on the arts, where instead AI is doing the arts and we're focused on cleaning the dishes.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
We're kind of inversing it right now. Anyway, that is our stance. I would very much appreciate it that you not try and dive into anything political on the channel unless it is directly relevant to certain topics at hand, and even then we try to keep it very hands-off. We try to very much not touch on that stuff. So I hope you respect that we have very well-informed opinions on these matters, and you will kind of refrain from trying to make those political assertions very weirdly, because you don't know any of our political stances, and it's probably best that we all keep it that way, just because we all get very opinionated these days in politics. None of us like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you so much for listening to our very calm dissertation. Twy, would you like to continue if you can find your place?
Yeah. But Dalen could think of nothing to say. There was no excuse for what he had done to her. I fell pregnant.
Here we
Lyra
go.
said quietly.
What?
Oh Christ!
Oh
Oh no!
Oh Christ!
no! No!
Fuck. Fuck.
So she
Make it stop. God fucking damn it.
Okay, keep reading, Twy.
Okay. Dalen looked up, his heart breaking. No, he said in horrific agony. You said... I said I never had any children, she said fiercely. But I still fell pregnant. I couldn't bear the thought of carrying a monster inside me, so I cut it out. Only to find that I had ripped out any hope of ever bearing another child again. Dalen said through his tears. You destroyed me, she screamed before her face grew cold once again. and now I'm going to kill you. Lyra marched on him, raising her sword. I've never wanted that more than I do now, Dalen said, and Lyra hesitated. And it's because of that I can't let you. Don't you see that being alive, seeing what I've done to you, gives me more pain than death?
Dalen?
Shut up.
Jesus Christ,
My
Dalen.
God.
This is
Oh
Dalen.
my
You
God.
fucking coward. Like
Oh
it would
my
be
Lord.
it would be
Guilt
something.
tripping?
It would be a crumb of something if Dalen were like, okay. And he just sat there and he just bared his chest and it's like, go for it. Like he just defeated. But he doesn't. He has to be like this melodramatic prick and saying like, you see, living hurts more than dying. It's like, just fucking die then. If you want it and they want it and they're gonna get some sort of fucking satisfaction out of it, just let them kill you. You want to die, they want you to die. Everyone's happy if you died.
But no,
Dalen
pussy,
is-
now and forever.
Dalen is like one step away from being like, but me being in pain that I hurt you hurts worse than the pain that I inflicted on you.
It's one of those things of just like I want a carpenter to walk up to Dalen and say, "Hey, can you get off that cross? Those things of that wood right there is perfect for this house we're building."
I have a concept for a story, and I still need to get to it, where a character at some point during it ends up killing quite a few people, like, and he kind of like mentally snaps. Like that's kind of what's going on at the time, and he has to live with that guilt. But like he keeps rationalizing to himself and he recognizes that it's a horrible rationalization, but it's like with my abilities I can still do more good if I'm free roaming the world and alive than I would if either I submitted myself to the authorities or get killed. And it's one of these things that he grapples with because he does still end up doing good things, but he's also haunted by this thing that he did, and it leads him down to either being like, he's kind of two minds. It's kind of like not split personality per se, but like he's constantly fighting himself to this person that doesn't want to surrender themselves for what he thinks are kind of moral reasons, but also recognizes that he needs to be miserable. And it's like, it's a very fine balance. It's one of those things I have to kind of like dance with in my head. And I still haven't felt the confidence to actually sit down and write it, because you get shit like this if you're not careful.
Yeah, it was like, you gotta be careful when you write that shit, or else you might write Shadow of the Conqueror too.
Yeah.
It is quite literally the big thing that was in Caliburn. The main character, Arthur, is very regretful of something that he did. And I went out of my way of like, is he being too melodramatic about this? Because other people have very legitimate grievances against him. And it's one of those like, yeah, you can be sad. This is about them, though. You can't make it about you, dude. That just makes you come off as an asshole.
Yeah.
Unless you want them to be an asshole. So there.
True, there's an angle to that, but like again,
There is, yes,
Shad
but
just bad at it because he hasn't portrayed Dalen anything lighter than a brief shadow.
Also, yeah, there is an island coming down at them. You want to?
Yeah, by the way, there's an island bearing down on us right now.
Yeah.
Any day now.
Lyra sneered. Then you clearly don't know what I'm capable of, she said as she attacked. Dalen channeled light into his speed and forced his body to move. His pride truly knew no bounds. He really is a coward.
There's no like, I hate that, like, oh, I know that I'm prideful, and it's like, you shouldn't recognize that. That shouldn't be like, this should be something that's massaged into the story, and that like your pride makes you incapable of failing, and that's something that a literary expert and like people that the fans recognize as the critical flaw. You don't have fucking King Lear out here saying, "Oh, I'm too prideful." It's like, no,
they own that shit.
Yeah. It's like, I have a way of living and I'm damned proud of it. Fuck you.
It's as natural as breathing. Nobody like enunciates whenever they take a breath. Same with their ego.
Well, except Gal Gadot.
He power jumped away and, once in the air, bonded light to his links with Imperius and his gauntlet and pulled, calling them to his hand. He caught the sword, but one of his severed arms came with the gauntlet. He pulled the arm out of the gauntlet, a surreal experience, and then slipped it on before he landed. Lyra was right behind him and didn't pause at all, attacking with a fury. Dalen enhanced his speed, making sure not to let even a single strike land. But then Lyra's own speed suddenly jumped again. Dalen wasn't fast enough to dodge, but he did manage to block. Fighting the force was pointless, so Dalen let Lyra's strike push his gauntlet into him, which then knocked him into the air. Even enhancing his fortitude and mass, several bones still broke. He did a low surge, which pushed his healing ability even further, making him whole before landing in one of the city's marketplaces. The market was empty, of course, a bare bricked field surrounded by buildings. Lyra also landed in the open square and charged Dalen. Dalen took Imperius in his left hand. As they engaged, he surged his speed, spinning around Lyra's attack to press his open bare palm on her breastplate. And then he tried to suck it in. Huh?
He's trying to do like, oh, you know
like
how
that.
they can absorb things like items and such into him, like he figured that out. He's trying to do that on her armor, which is a cool idea. I just hate that it's Dalen. It's like I hate that I like this plot point.
It'd be funny if she
So what
took
you're
yours.
saying?
Yeah, Shad, you can't assault her like this again. It's like you can't suck her. Shad, stop.
Jesus Christ, man!
Phrasing.
That's how he phrased it.
Phrasing.
I
I mean,
hate
he's
this book
literally
so
trying to
much.
strip the armor off.
Downright devious.
Actually, that reminds me of the fucking bounce. They just kept saying, "Ah, yes, I sucked the soul." It's like, can you stop saying it sucked, please? You
Yeah.
just say I consumed or ate the soul, anything but suck.
Devoured.
please. Suck. Suck.
Vacuumed the soul.
You should have gone
It
from
worked.
suck to blow.
Okay, enough. It worked. The breastplate, which was a sunicle, turned into light, which flowed into him. Dalen smiled, jumping back. Without her armor, Dalen would be able to win easily, having landed many strikes already. But then something pulled on him with such strength that it picked him up off the ground, and he flew toward Lyra. It was the kind of like Aric's power, except that it pulled on his whole body. Lyra set her Sunforged war sword for a massive swing. Dalen channeled mass and fortitude, pulled up his gauntlet, and braced his whole body against it as he reached the knight. Lyra struck, and Dalen's bracer nearly broke as it screamed in a high-pitched chime of protest, the impact knocking him off at a spinning angle.
The fuck
Dalen's
is a
arm
spinning
ribs.
angle. What does that mean? The fuck?
I have no idea.
An angle is an abstract measurement. How does
I
it?
could not tell you.
Like, is it on what axis is it spinning? Like, I'm actually like so much more confused now.
I think he meant
Beyblade.
that it went off spinning at an angle, but like Jesus Christ.
Even then, but
Say
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Dalen's arm, ribs, and back had broken from the colossal impact, his body becoming a rag doll as he arced through the air, Imperius thrown from his hand. And then the same force pulled on him once more. It could only be one thing, and Dalen summoned Lyra's breastplate. As soon as the breastplate materialized, it shot toward Lyra, and the pulling on his body stopped. Yeah, you should have fucking thought of that.
Yeah, like all these fights should have been much faster and mentally more snappy. It's like, oh, Dalen comes off as so much slower because it takes him so long to figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Old man brain.
It had been the blackened link. Absorbing a sunicle that was linked to another person meant that when they pulled on the link, they pulled on him. No fucking shit. Dalen crashed on the ground, rolling several times before coming to a stop. Well, that didn't work. Dalen drew on his sunstones for a low surge, causing his broken bones to snap and click back together after a few seconds. His powers were really straining at that point. So far, this fight had been nothing but an intimate lesson in pain as Dalen went from losing in one way to losing in another.
Good.
He dragged himself. Yeah. He dragged himself to his feet to see Lyra walking slowly toward him, her breastplate back in place. He pulled Imperius through the link to his hand. "There's no chance you can win," she said. "Yeah," Dalen puffed. "I'm starting to see that." "And stop fighting and die." I can't. Trust me. I want to. I've wanted to for years. Just stop raising your fucking sword.
Just don't move. It's so fucking easy. It is a lack of muscle contraction. It is literally something we can all do since we were babies.
I'm reminded of Unlimited Blade Works abridged a particular line: just stop moving and die. It would be better
If Dalen had an
everyone else.
epiphany where it's like, I'm a coward. I'm a bloody coward. I don't want to die. This could just suddenly catapult into being somewhat better, as like this entire arc has been the fact like it's not my pride. It's just the fact that I'm scared. I'm terrified. I made that first jump and I regretted it. It's like, that could be something. It's not going to happen.
Shame that.
Yeah.
You can't have Dalen flawed.
Then I'll grant you your wish. Dalen hoped so, for there was no way he could see himself winning. Lyra was just too strong, and he was all out of ideas. She attacked, and Dalen was grateful that she wasn't relenting, for given enough time to think and plan, he would always come up with a new idea or strategy to grasp victory from even the most hopeless situations. Time to think.
You got
Damn
two thrones,
myself.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we're getting to it. Oh, we're getting
kinda-
to it. Yay.
I kind of
Okay, quiet. We're getting to something. All right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Damn myself, he thought, realizing exactly what he could do. Hating himself, Dalen jumped back to get a second's pause, where he channeled each bond of light to his intelligence, thinking of any possible way to win. He had not thought to do this before because he had been so focused on those attributes that directly affected combat, like speed and mass, but his intelligence was a part of his body, as all other attributes he could enhance.
I can enhance my mental power. And it's like, so you're so much smarter. No, I can think stupider faster.
Yeah. Great time. Guys, it gets better. Keep going.
Oh,
please.
God.
What?
Oh dear.
So there was no reason he could see it wouldn't work. In an instant, everything became clear. New ways he could use his powers sprung in his mind with a succession of inspirational thoughts. He instantly knew how Lyra could be so strong with only 3 bonds.
Hang in there, kitty.
And why his
Inspiration.
and why his and why his resistance was so much greater than combining both mass and fortitude. And there was one use of his powers that would be the most significant of all. It was a strange use, one that he might never have thought of. Maybe no one ever had. But now he could see it clearly, and just like it was with his intelligence, there should be no reason why it wouldn't work.
Oh, no.
His second was up, and Lyra reached him. Dalen switched his bonds, bracing himself for the huge headache from channeling light through his intelligence, to channel 3 bonds into his skill with the sword, and the last to his speed.
Oh my god. Channel bonds to study the blade, therefore I win.
No. What?
Guys,
fighting.
I think I have ascended. I suddenly feel this like rush of peace.
Look, no, I'm literally like I'm like an angel, like holding out a hand to Celtic, is like, welcome, brother.
I feel like it's not. I feel like we're not
No.
quite there, but like this is
Not at
absolutely
all.
something I brought up. Is like, what
It's not.
attributes are there? You can. It's like, oh, my skill with the sword. It's like, I'm sorry. Can I see your fucking character sheet? Like, is this a thing? Are you just inventing new skills to put on it?
Shad is like a character sheet with 5 other character sheets duct taped to it.
No,
All
like
right,
the fucking Old Man Henderson wasn't this fucking broken, and that man was a gag.
Raymond, I think that this is like getting up there with assassin anime.
I think this might already be beating it because, like, okay, assassin anime gave him 5 bullshit attributes from the start, and he's locked into those. Like, they are bullshit, but he's locked in. Dalen is just inventing shit as he goes. Things that apparently people have never thought of before with this overwhelming spring about. He's got the Ichigo power well effect, but it's like Ichigo has to fucking train and shit.
Yeah.
And like he still has limits that he needs to overcome and break through, and Shad is just like giving Dalen more and more bullshit as it's oh my god. You know what I'm expecting during this fight? I don't have nothing to say anything. I'm expecting he's going to win this fight by kissing Lyra.
Oh my god, no.
No.
That's what I'm expecting. I totally believe that is on the goddamn table. Anyway, Twy, please continue.
Bird, I swear to God.
Okay. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Killed swordman in the world, but now was it up here?
Skill with the sword in the last 2 is speed.
I'm looking. Oh yeah. There it is. Surely enough his head burst. Oh, surely enough his head burst with pain. Where are your commas?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Surely enough, comma, his head burst with pain, comma, but Dalen gritted his teeth.
Yeah.
He left him at home.
Commas? What are those?
A type of chameleon.
Hey, think, what's that?
What's grammar?
It's something you can eat, apparently.
Delicious.
Sorry, that's on me. I ate them. Commas are tasty, man.
Surely enough, I'm
God,
actually willing to give a
it.
pass on because that's like Australian, I think. I think that's just a difference in lingo.
My editor's Australian. Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Fair enough.
Grammar is a universal concept in the English language.
I've seen how
I'm sorry.
Australians talk. It's more of a suggestion for them.
Talking and writing are 2 different things. Surely enough, his head burst with pain, but Dalen gritted his teeth and pushed through it, ready to unleash the full force of his different type of bond. Sword skill effectively plateaued when one became a Grand High Master, and any small increase usually took years of additional training. But suddenly Dalen was 8 times as skilled as his natural ability with the speed to match. Dalen was already one of the most skilled swordsmen in the world, but now he was absolutely incredible. When a man got to the skill level that Dalen had, swordplay was more a matter of reading your opponent and accurately predicting how they would attack. Now with his skill enhanced so much, he knew every single way Lyra would attack, seemingly before she did. Lyra struck at him, but Dalen dodged them all without even trying. Lyra surged her speed to get the drop on him like she had twice before, but he predicted it perfectly and was already out of the way. This fight had suddenly become more trivial than he could express. "What?" Lyra said as her attacks hit nothing but air. "How are you doing this?" "I wonder if even the great Arc-Knights have figured out what I just have," Dalen said, dodging Lyra's last attacks and spinning around here to place his sword tip on her shoulder. Lyra screamed enraged and lashed out with her sword, but she could do nothing. It was as if Dalen had precognition. "It's over now, Lyra. You can't win." "All you've done is figure out a way to increase your reflexes more." "What are you doing, surging?" she asked and then shook her head. "It doesn't matter. Once I touch you, you're dead." "That wasn't going to happen." This is like, "No, I dodge you. No, I dodge you more. No, I dodge you infinity."
Guys, I've ascended. Yes, brother. Welcome.
Is the fight over?
I got you double infinity.
No.
That shit's
Okay.
cursed.
Like, let's be real. There was no actual fight. This is just fluff until Dalen wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Anyway.
Is
Yep.
this like the NPC's perspective when you save scum? Boss fight?
Yeah.
That's being rude
Probably.
to save scumming.
It really is, honestly.
Fair enough.
Absolutely.
Okay. Dalen moved around Lyra's attack with ease and pushed the tip of his sword through the armpit under her armor. Lyra screamed in pain and swung, but hit nothing as Dalen put his sword through the gap at the back of her leg and sliced tendons. She fell to a knee and swung vainly. Dalen stepping out of range. She fell into her arms, panting. I'd never kill you, Lyra.
He's got the fucking Sandusfin or whatever it's called
Dan Devastan?
from Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Yes, and
Yes.
Devstan.
I'd never kill you, Lyra, but stop now before I injure you so much that it'll take a fall for you to heal with your single bond. Damn you, she said, weeping. Damn you. Dalen took that moment to channel light and heal his aching head, but this time the pain only halved. Feet tapped on the brick ground to Dalen's left. He looked to see Auric having landed nearby. Dalen stepped away from Lyra. Auric walked to her side.
Aren't you
I'm
dead?
fine.
No, he was only mostly dead. Big difference.
Instead of Christopher Walken.
No, he got better.
No, that's a princess bride joke.
Yeah, I'm referencing Billy Crystal's that
Bride.
Princess Bride.
Yep. I'm fine, she said to him. I'll be healed in a minute. Lyra forced herself to her feet. You can't beat me. You can't beat me. Not even the both of you. Not with what I've learned. Auric was glaring at him before eventually letting his head sag. He sighed and then looked to the sky. His eyes narrowed and his face became concerned as he noticed something. Dalen turned to face the same direction and see what it was. There was a sphere of shadow in the distance, slowly moving toward the city, and it was exactly where Hammond Day Island should have been. No, Dalen whispered. The shade, Auric said, his eyes locked on the approaching horror.
Oh, they came in for the clutch!
89%.
Okay, so we're going to Battle of Argus this shit. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no.
Okay, wait. So there's a giant
not
sphere of
dead.
darkness, which I imagine is some sort of magic sphere that prevents the shade from being obliterated by the goddamn sunlight, which raises so many questions as to how you create something like that.
I think that's supposed to be the island falling. It's creating a big shadow.
No, there was a sphere of shadow in the distance. It's a sphere, not a single like dome.
Wait,
Oh.
what happened to the island
what
bearing
happened
down
to
on
the
them?
The island bearing down on them is now encased in shadow, so it's a shadowy island now bearing down on them. That is also a sphere of shadow that contains the shade. I don't know how they formed the giant shadow sphere. If the shade can do that, and I don't know why they don't do it more often.
Oh, wait. Is this how they caused the night?
No, the night is like a naturally
No.
occurring thing.
Yeah, like it's the winter in Game of Thrones. It just happens sometimes.
He said previously that the shade cast the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So could this be something similar?
No.
No.
You're trying to find logic in Shadow of the Conqueror.
Yeah, no,
It's a
this is
lost
some new
cause.
magical bullshit being introduced so that we can have a final act battle.
If I could give the slightest bit of a doubt, I think it's basically shade. When there's enough of them, they get together and they basically use their magic to block out the sun, which causes a night.
Also, I just thought of a way
assume.
to hard counter Shad's whole "Oh, I'm the best at sword fighting magic," or Dalen's, whatever, that thing he figured out. Go in to box him.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sorry. Yeah, you're good at sword fighting. I'm gonna throw fucking hands and I'm gonna grapple you to the ground because
My
I'm
partner,
better.
She has a character with the same concept.
It's like because I don't know
Which-
what your sword is gonna do against that.
Which, weirdly enough, by the way, is unironically what happened a good chunk of the time with actual knight combat. It devolved into grappling because they couldn't have the swords get through the armor.
Yeah.
So they grappled each other, and they had specific knives that were made to push into the eye slits of the helm.
If I might also add, you could also try switching to a spear or a hammer or literally any other weapon.
Oh yeah, hammer. By the way, every time that I heard of just her armor is invincible, dude, I have seen so many people with good helmets get hit in the head with a hammer, and they're just like, "Give me a second."
Yeah, I was gonna
And I'm
say,
going down.
you're wearing a bell on your head, and your head inside is the little like metal sphere that rings it. Like that's how that works. It ain't fun. Having taken a blow or two to my head before, even if it doesn't leave permanent injury, it does cause significant disorientation.
As someone who's gotten hit in the head with a helmet on in HEMA fights, yeah, I was like, I unironically said, "Okay, give me a second," and then I like literally had to sit down for a second, and the guy that I was like mock fighting was like, "Yo, bro, you good?"
Yeah, it's like
I was not good.
I just like there's so many levels of dumb to all of this. It's impressive.
It just keeps on going. How many layers of hell are we down? Like 500?
Or below the
I mean, if he
ice.
keeps escalating, they're gonna have to.
We're
ram
like
him
in
with a
negative
ship.
infinity right now.
We're in the Silent Hill.
We've no clip through the map.
Well, you gotta be careful. You don't know who's going to qualify what. It might not be in Silent Hill because it might not qualify by someone's arbitrary metric.
That fight earlier.
That it was a healthy argument. I'm not gonna say that he was.
Well, not fight.
He held his ground in many ways. I just think he didn't define his terms very well. But yeah, no. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, guys, you could just team up on him. Oh my god. It would be really wild if it's like, we didn't tell you everything, we know your trick, and just like immediately fucking blow him away.
Just like jump his ass, kill him, and then like, inherit the mantle of protagonist and just like, I don't know, save the day.
I don't like that it's like, oh, even the both of you. It's like, why do you believe him at all? You both put up a really fucking good fight against him right now. He's exhausted. You have a 2-on-1 advantage, and you're both incredibly skilled and powerful.
Jump him.
You can
Well,
jump
you see,
him.
They saw the
double team.
They saw the writer's hand over him and were like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Now,
Where did Cusack go again?
He was off like sexing another woman or something.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And just when he was on his date with Arik, that bastard.
Well, actually, to be fair, like I think he actually is like trying to address the giant island that's bearing down on us right now, but evidently it's going to be a much bigger problem than just a crashing hunk of rock. Which I imagine there's going to be some bullshit explanations to come. Anyway, we should wrap it up here. I hope everyone had a good time. We're in the final 5 chapters.
89%.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, we still didn't get to my meme.
Almost.
So
We're almost there, I imagine.
We'll get there eventually.
Oh god, I was looking for this.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives me time to think of
Oh!
something.
Oh yeah, ooh, yeah, no, that'll do it. Ooh.
The
Oh yeah, that's from
the Night of the Seven Kingdoms one.
Yeah.
Good God. That
All right.
point is
Well, thank
just
you all
out.
so much for watching. I hope you all had fun. We're 5 more sessions away, maybe even sooner. Oh, more than that, less than that, because the next chapter is only 5 pages. Oh, and it's 21 after that. We're going to be in an awkward.
The chapters do get pretty short coming up.
Well, we're at 89%, and we might have a long session next week, so we're going to have to blitz through it. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had a good time. Remember, tomorrow I am going to be streaming Resident Evil Requiem, and a little taste of ahead of time. well, you're gonna have a new outfit for it. So hopefully everyone's excited. I'm gonna try and get up as early as possible to start streaming because I do have to go to dinner halfway through, and I'm gonna try and stream afterwards as well. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Goodbye.